Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Riley, and in this video I'm doing my 5th or 6th motorcycle vlog. I can't remember exactly. Just filled up with a little gas, and I am off for a teeny little adventure. You can't really tell by the way it looks outside in this video, but it is very hot outside. On this particular day it was around 97 degrees Fahrenheit. Which, I don't know what it is in Celsius, but 97 degrees Fahrenheit is pretty hot. Now, it's not very humid where we are, but
36.111 degrees Celsius.
36.11 degrees Celsius, Siri just told me, or Google, whatever. I guess I had Google open and it heard me ask that question. That's pretty awesome. So, there's been a lot of fires in Utah and in California and other places, so it's kind of made everything very smoggy and cloudy, and it's been like that for the last week or so. Not only does it suck because you can't see very much, it's also really bad if you have allergies because it just makes your allergies even worse than they really are. So that really sucks. So this is my longest moto vlog I will have produced until so far. This is actually the last ride I'm taking in the town I live in until I move. So I guess that's kind of big news. I don't know. I know I didn't mention that before in any of my other videos, but I'm moving. I will no longer be located in this town. I'm moving back to Salt Lake Valley. I'm not going to say exactly where, but Salt Lake City area is where I'm moving back to. That's where I lived before. I came back to this town for a couple months, like 5 months, and now, or 6 months, and now I'm moving back to the Salt Lake Valley. I'm going to finish school and going back out there to work, and that's about it. So if you guys don't know yet, I'm almost graduated, and I only have 3 classes left at Utah State University until I get my bachelor's degree in Management Information Systems. So that's pretty awesome. 3 classes left. That's like 9 credits. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Pretty cool. Anyways, so this was like my last hurrah. The last time I rode before, I'm moving in 3 days. So I'm not going to have time because I have to pack and load up the trailer and all that stuff. So I just wanted to do, this is a loop for a little trail system I've never tried before on my bike. So I decided to fill up my bike and go ahead and try it. And it was a lot of fun. This is only about 3 miles from my house where I'm living now. It was a lot of fun. I was able to explore this area and just see new places. And obviously, it's not this location where I'm at right now and where I live currently until I move in on Wednesday. It's only like 50 miles from where I'm going to be living, where I'm moving to. So I can definitely come back here and ride some more trails here if I wanted to. If you can see those mountains just over, those mountains that are facing us currently right now, I'm going to live on the other side of those mountains. So it's not like I'm moving super far away. It's literally just like over the mountains back into the Salt Lake Valley. Anyways, I've had my bike for over a month now. Definitely been able to ride it a lot, like literally every day. I think the hardest part about this time of year, July, August, it's very hot, especially in Utah. You know, literally the last 3 weeks, the lowest it's been is 93 degrees Fahrenheit. But today, this day I'm riding is 97 to 98 degrees Fahrenheit. You can see in the sky there's a little bit of smog. Well, not right now because I'm going down a little hill. Going back up. But look at the sky. It's not very clear. That's all smoke, wildfires, both in Utah and other states surrounding Utah. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy how the smoke travels so far from other places. But I wish I kind of rode this area more because it was actually very fun. I was able to I'll probably stay in third gear second or third gear this whole time. Not going really fast, maybe around 30 miles per hour. And it wasn't this area was a little bumpy, but it wasn't like terribly bad. So that's the cool thing about this little town here is some of these people have these awesome off-roading trails literally in their backyard. Like there were little trails going off to people's houses on this trail I was riding, so people can literally hop on their vehicle, off-road vehicle, in their backyard and go ride on these awesome trails and have a lot of fun. Pretty cool. Now when I move back into the city, obviously I won't be able to do that, but I was going to go up that hill, but I turned left right there because it was very steep and I didn't want to go up some crazy hill climb and get stuck or drop my bike. This was just kind of like a fun ride, just to, explore, like a last hurrah. I didn't want to damage anything or drop my bike or anything. So obviously when I move back to the city, there won't be as many trails to ride as there are where I live here currently, but there's still lots of places to ride. It may take me like 30 minutes to drive to them, but that goes without saying when you live in a city, that there's less trails, obviously. But I still will use my bike almost daily to commute to work and the university. So I'm excited for that because I rode my bike in the cities, but not like on the major freeways. So not like I'm looking forward to it, but it's going to be interesting to see how that is. I still need to get the big windshield installed on my bike because, like I said, when I'm driving about 65, 70, the wind is pretty gnarly, so it's not like the most comfortable thing to ride on the freeway. But I know if I got a windshield, that would definitely solve the problem. Definitely. So I found this other road. I'm not quite sure exactly where it leads to. Let's see here. I think I'm standing up because it doesn't look hot, but it's so hot right now. Like, it's insane. I swear this year has been hotter than the previous like 5 years. I don't remember it being this hot even last year in August. It's definitely like this trail just like leads was straight past this guy's house. Kind of crazy. But yeah, it's insane how like hot it is this year. And even last year, there wasn't that much snow compared to the previous years. It seems like I'm not like saying global warming is a thing or anything, but it seems like it has been getting hotter and hotter each year. So whatever that means, for me, I kind of like it because I like the heat more than the cold generally, and that also means I can ride my motorcycle more often than what am I doing there? Oh, I was resetting the trip meter. But yeah, obviously a lot of people move to hotter states so they can ride all year round or so they don't have to deal with snow. But obviously I'm still going to have to deal with snow here in Utah. But that's just how it goes. So, like, see that mountain that we're facing right now? I'll turn to dirt road. I'm going to be living on the other side of the mountain, 10 miles past me. So, like I said, not super duper far away from where I was living before. And like this road, I've never even been on this road before. It was a dirt road. And I saw a really cool ranch type thing that was built into the mountains. And I saw this place and I was like, hey, that looks really cool, let me check it out. And then I saw a sign that said private property, so I had to turn around. It was really cool. It was like a ranch, like a farm, like ranch that was built like into a mountain. Like the ranch was like literally inside the mountain. It was pretty cool. I wanted to go up and film it, but obviously I don't want to trespass and get in trouble, so I turned around and, like, literally I was just going on random roads. I had no idea where I was going, and somehow I was able to find my way back to the house. So I just kept going down this road, and these were fairly smooth dirt roads, not extremely rocky, not too bad at all. So, and that's one thing you'll notice with the KLR 650. It's a very heavy, big bike, which means that I don't know if this is actually true, but this is just kind of something in my mind that I tell myself that it's more solid and easier to ride than a lightweight dirt bike like a 250cc dirt bike. What I mean by that is when I had my YZ250, I felt like it was very squirrely. Like it was very, like I had to tame it, you know, like I had to fight to keep it on the trail. Versus the KLR 650 feels like it's so heavy and so big that it's more like riding a horse, you know, and it's very solid to the ground, doesn't get pushed around as easy as like those small dirt bikes, which I really like, you know. So I think that's just kind of a general rule of thumb. The heavier and bigger a bike is, the more it kind of stays on the trail. But also, the heavier and bigger your bike is, the harder it is to pick up and fall. So it's like a trade-off, I guess. Leave a comment in the comment section if you know exactly if that's true or not. That's just what I feel like, you know. Yeah, the lighter weight. Oh, this road started turning, and it actually. See, you can't tell because this GoPro isn't. But this is a very steep and rocky hill. But obviously, on the GoPro, it doesn't even look like it's anything. That's one thing that kind of irritates me about these cameras is that makes it look like it was nothing, but it was actually a pretty hard road I was riding on, going down there. Anyways, yeah, leave a comment in the comment section if you know, like, really the answer for that, what I was saying. Like, are smaller dirt bikes harder to control, but they can go more places? That's kind of like what my general thought was that smaller dirt bikes are way harder to control. Not way harder, but they're harder to ride and control, but they can go way more places. Whereas a heavier dirt bike, enduro, is easier to control, but they usually can't go to the same places as those small dirt bikes, and they're heavier to pick up and drop them, obviously. So I feel like the KLR 650 is a fairly good representation, but mix of both. So it's a heavy bike, but it's almost like everyone I talk to that sees my bike, they're like, "Is that a dirt bike?" And I have to tell them, "No, it's not a dirt bike. It's more like an enduro or a dual sport." I think enduro and dual sport are the same exact thing, to be honest. And I think a dual sport or enduro is what the KLR is, because for those of you that know a lot about the adventure or the off-road motorcycles, there's a dirt bike, a dual sport, adventure, a dirt bike, a dual sport, and then there's adventure bikes. Dirt bikes are the smaller, 125, 250, even up to 450cc. Dirt bikes, 2-stroke and 4-stroke, you know, they're able to go on motocross tracks, etc. Then you have enduros, which is kind of like what this bike is. It's a lot heavier than a dirt bike, but it's also made for on-road. And then you have those adventure bikes, which are usually the top of the line, heavy 1000cc plus bikes, you know, that are made for more on-road touring, but you can also take them off-road with nothing too technical. You know, I think those are the main categories. So I've driven quite a few different adventure bikes, including the Honda Africa Twin, the BMW 800 GS or something like that. I don't know if that's the exact name. And I've also driven a Suzuki V-Strom 1000. And those all are considered adventure bikes, and I like them a lot. I don't know if I would trade this KLR for any of those bikes, because in my opinion this bike can do things that those bikes can't. Obviously those bikes are more comfortable on road because they're bigger, have bigger engines, and they're easier to ride on road. So it all comes down to your preference, what you are willing to do, what ride with. You know, do you ride mostly on road? Do you want a lighter bike? Do you want, you know, more fuel capacity? Like, you have to answer all these questions before you figure out what the perfect type of bike is for yourself. Anyways, if you've been watching this entire vlog, I really appreciate it. I'm going to make more even when I'm in the city. So keep watching my videos because I promise I'll keep making more, one at least a week. So if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate those. And please subscribe to this channel. I would really appreciate it if you took the time to hit that subscribe button at the bottom of the video, because it really makes, I feel like it pays off, all the work that we do for these videos. It pays off when people subscribe to the channel. So I really would appreciate it if you did subscribe to the channel. And like I said, I will continue to make moto vlog videos every week. So one new video of a moto vlog a week, and I'm going to try to do one gun video or hiking video a week. So that's 2 videos a week I'm trying to do, guys. So wish me luck. It might not be super easy, but also I'm moving back into Salt Lake, so I don't know how my upload consistency might be this next couple weeks, but just moving and my last semester of university is starting in 2 weeks. So I got the work, I got the university starting, and then I'm moving to a new place, and I gotta unpack and do all that stuff. So kind of gonna be busy these next 2 weeks, but I'll try to upload as frequently as possible. Thanks for watching again. Please give me that thumbs up on this video, and please subscribe to my channel. And I hope each and every one of you have an amazing week, and I will see you guys next week.